What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of the Ugly Green Couch. I'm your host, Ethan, and this is my partner, Ty.
What are we going to be doing on the Ugly Green Couch? So, we're here to talk about CBD, CBD oil, anything and everything CBD, how to use CBD, right?
Yeah.
The health benefits of it, defunk and debunk any myths that people have about CBD.
We're going to do a lot of product review. We're going to have a bunch of guests on the show. We're going to have a really, really good time while we do it. We're total goofballs. It's going to be a blast.
We're not just going to talk about CBD either, though, because we don't want to just, go on and on about CBD. I mean, we're going to review other products.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to taste beer. We're
yeah.
going to, try to do all kinds of different things to keep you guys engaged and to keep everybody, informed on all kinds of different things going on. So it's just going to be a fun time. So let's get started.
Yeah, awesome. Hit the subscribe button.
Down below.
All right.
So where are we at here? Where are we doing this show?
Oh, yeah.
Where is our location?
Yeah, that's cool. We're here at Cannabis Pharmacy headquarters, I guess.
Cannabis Pharmacy. So Cannabis Pharmacy is a CBD company that creates, what we would say, 90% of our products, right? We make in a little back room back there.
In the product
the owner looks like Walter White sometimes back there with his lab stuff on, and
it's hilarious.
And his gear making all of his fancy chemistry stuff that is way over my head.
We just hired a chemist too, back up. They just hired a chemist too, so everything's going a lot smoother than a bunch of guys just throwing ingredients into a bowl, stirring it up, and all right, here you go. Here's the product. It'll work good.
Yeah. So the cool thing about this place here is, if you're local here in Columbia, Lexington, West Columbia, you can not only come to the retail store and purchase products directly without having to wait for shipping and all that kind of stuff, but you can also, we show you the lab.
Yeah.
We let everybody go back there and see the lab, and so they know what they're getting, where it's coming from, and that it's actually going to have what we say is in it.
Yeah, absolutely. 0% THC. That's the big stigma. That's the big worry in any CBD company anywhere.
So let's talk about 0% THC for a second. So for people out there that don't know, what is THC?
THC is the psychoactive drug or molecule that comes from hemp or marijuana.
So basically, from what I understand, is THC is the psychoactive property of the cannabis plant, aka marijuana, aka weed, aka ganja, aka the good, like Snoop says. The stuff that makes you feel high, the things the part of it that makes you want to go to sleep or make you hungry and things like that. So that's what THC is.
I heard you eat a lot. I don't know anything about it. But
I eat a lot, like I take a lot of THC, but I don't take THC at all. 100% zero THC free. So that being said, what is CBD? If there's no THC in it and it's coming from the same kind of plant, what is CBD, and how do we get zero THC CBD?
Yeah, exactly. So THC is not exclusively from marijuana. There are trace amounts in hemp, but marijuana has higher and higher and higher grades of THC. Everywhere where marijuana is legal, they're using it for the psychedelic effects, that feel good, all that good jazz.
Well, let's call it cannabis. We don't want to call it marijuana because they're going to just assume.
Yeah.
People might just assume that, hey, these guys are talking about marijuana. I don't know if it's really got THC or not.
Yeah,
it's cannabis.
Yes, cannabis. I like that. But CBD is a natural oil found in cannabis. It's a molecule. There's over 100 different kinds of CBD molecules, and every molecule has some kind of benefit different than the other to the human body. We already have an endocannabinoid system in our body. We have about 6 CBD receptors throughout our brain in different places that help with nausea, balance, stress, anxiety. We have receptors in our digestive tract, in our reproductive system, in our muscular system, all over our skeletal system, our nerve system. So we already have CBD receptors. You can look this up on the internet. I am not lying to you. People way smarter than me have figured this out. We already have a system in our body. We were meant to.
And so
to take this
what does that system do? From what I understand and from what in my research now, again, you guys, I'm not near as versed in CBD as this guy is.
And I'm not even that good.
You know, I've done my own research online. I listen to podcasts and things like that. I've talked to a few people in the medical industry and things, and basically, from what I understand, is CBD helps control the pain receptors for certain things. So basically, think of your body and your neurosystem like highways and roadways,
Yep.
and the receptors are those stoplights that turn green and
Yep.
red.
Exactly.
And what CBD does, so when I pinch my hand here, and there's a receptor that goes off in my brain that says "ow,"
Yeah.
right? So what CBD does is that basically turns those lights green so that the pain isn't there.
Yep.
It doesn't cure the ailment, right? So for example, my lower back hurts every morning when I get up, but I take the freeze roll and I rub it on my lower back.
Yeah.
It doesn't align my back properly.
Yeah.
It doesn't fix that. It just basically gives my brain green lights to say, "Hey, you don't need to hurt right now
Exactly.
because you know,
Yeah.
we've got this CBD."
This stuff isn't like the end all be all cure for every ailment. It's a step you can take in the direction of getting away from pharmaceutical drugs, from man-made substances, all that junk that we put in our body that we were not supposed to be putting in our body. It does damage to us in the long run. CBD is just it's a natural oil. We were already meant to take it in. It's got so many benefits already. So why not?
Are there any addictive properties to CBD?
I have not found any studies. I haven't found myself any kind of addiction and I haven't found any studies that would say that CBD is addictive.
And what about dosage? Like, how much should somebody take? Can you take too much of it?
I also haven't seen it. I haven't seen any studies on people taking too much of it. I haven't seen that. I think that at most what I've heard of is people take a ton of CBD all at once and they get a little queasy in their stomach. I mean, anything in excess
And
is bad.
like
for
how
you.
much is too much though? How much is
That's the tough part, right? So because this is the way I believe it is, because of that endocannabinoid system already in our body, just like you can have 6 craft beers, really really stout, have a great time, you can go home and it's not a big deal. Well, I can't do that. I have like 3 stout beers and I'm stumbling all over the floor. Our bodies just work differently. Everybody's body works differently. So because that endocannabinoid system's already there, you have to put yourself, you kind of have to test it out yourself. You have to put yourself on your own regimen. You have to figure out what works best for you. I can tell you what customers have said, this is my problem, this is what I use, and they continue to buy that because it's what helps them. A lot of people that I've seen with light pain, anxiety, high levels of stress, they'll get a 500 milligram tincture, and they'll continuously get that 500 milligram tincture every single time because it's working for them.
So let's talk about the different ways, like you said, tincture.
Yeah.
I said freeze roll.
Yeah.
What are these things? What is a tincture?
A tincture is the oldest way to take CBD. Do you know in the movie? You know in the you know in those Old West movies where there's always that guy with his little cart and he's got that tincture. It's a snake oil. It's the key to long life, or it'll give you freaking wealth or some garbage like that. I forgot we can curse on podcasts. It's cool. Some shit like that. I feel like that guy a lot of times because the way that a tincture is taken is it's a 1 milliliter little vial in this bottle, and you put it under your tongue for 60 seconds, and you hold it there, and then you swallow it. So a tincture, the oil goes under your tongue because the skin under your tongue is extremely soft. It's extremely absorption friendly. So you can absorb that into your bloodstream immediately instead of just swallowing the liquid, having it go through your entire digestive tract, and going through that way it just takes a lot longer to get into your system. It's one of the fastest, most effective ways to get CBD into your bloodstream and working quickly. I take a tincture every morning and every night, and within 10-15 minutes of me taking that tincture, I can feel an immediate calming, immediate relaxation. A lot of my knee pain is gone. A lot of my sometimes I suffer from headaches. My headaches dissipate immediately. Lots of really good benefits to getting CBD directly into your bloodstream using a tincture. You can smoke it too. There's all kinds of vape companies out there making CBD vape. Another really good way to get it into your system, through your lungs, right into your bloodstream. There's an endless possibility on ways to take CBD. We have sugar scrubs, we have lotions, we have bath bombs, we have coffee, we have vape juices, we have tinctures, salves, lotions, you name it. There's no limit to the ways that you can get CBD into your body. There's a resolution out there for everybody.
And so what is better for different things? So the tinctures, what would you use tinctures for?
I like the tinctures personally. You know, we're no doctor. You know, we're not doctors. We're not going to sit here and tell you that, you know, this is going to help with this or this is going to help with this. We can tell you personal stories and testimonials that we have, and that's all I'm going to tell. I'm not going to try to sit here and be a doctor. But I have found that for light pain, moderate to heavy pain, anxiety and stress, I get a lot of benefit from the tinctures. It goes right into your bloodstream. Because of that endocannabinoid system, it's going to go everywhere and do a lot of good different things.
And how long do you think for you? Because like you said, everybody's different. Everybody's
Right.
going to feel different.
Mm-hmm.
How long for you did it take, or does it take, for you to feel an effect?
I feel a difference within 10 to 15 minutes of taking a tincture.
Now, is that because you've been taking it for a while, or what about the first time you ever took it?
Well, the first time I ever took it, I was just like you. I was extremely, what's the word I'm looking for? You're college educated.
Wary?
Wary? Yeah, wary. I thought it was a fad. I thought it was like,
Right.
yeah, I thought it was just a fad. Wasn't anything serious. It wasn't a big deal. It wasn't actually the tincture that I tried first, though. I tried the salve first, because I have pretty nasty knee pain. I was in the United States Marine Corps. You're welcome for my service. Just kidding. Cut that part out.
No, that's staying.
Okay, fine. Anyway, yeah, my good little bit of knee pain from the infantry, lugging around a bunch of weight everywhere all the time. Yeah, I threw the salve on my knees and was amazed to see the change in my day-to-day walking abilities, I guess, within the first day of using it. It's not that I can't walk at all. It's not that I'm like about to be paralyzed or anything like that, but you know, standing up for 5, 6, 7 hours on my knees, my knees start to ache, my ankles start to swell, and you know, it's not comfortable. I find 7 to 8 hours of standing now with that salve on my knees is not as much of an issue as it used to be. Quality of life just gets that much better. It's just enough to where, you know, you're not sitting there stoned off your mind, you're not sitting there high, you're not sitting there with some kind of euphoric, crazy feeling. You're just sitting there being you. You're just exactly who you are, but the quality of life that you get is just that much better. Better and better.
I've noticed too that when people take it, they might not even notice so much of a change until they stop taking it.
Yeah.
And they'll realize, holy cow, this is what I forgot to take my CBD today.
That's a big problem. That's a big worry for people trying to get into CBD, is because when you in society today.
Because it's not like taking an Oxy
Yeah,
or a
exactly.
Xanax where you're just gonna feel this
Exactly.
huge euphoric
Right.
relief. It's, you know, me for example, I'm not a tincture fan. Me personally. Now, I've only ever taken the 500 milligrams,
Right.
but I'm a big dude. I mean, I'm almost 300 pounds. I'm a big guy.
Mhm.
So, you know, I could have just been not taking enough. Now, but what I have used, I use the salve every night. I rub the salve on my temples at night, and man, I'm out.
Yeah.
And I sleep solid. Okay, and then when I don't take it, you know, then I notice the difference. And the same with my lower back and the freeze roll. I put that freeze roll on my lower back, and if I don't, it's not such a huge relief that it's like, oh wow, man, it's amazing.
Oh yeah.
It's a it's a gradual kind of thing for me, and you know, it's just I can when I feel the pain coming back on, I rub it back on. A few minutes
Yeah.
later, I'm good to go. But yeah, it's more it from what I've seen, it's more you notice it when you stop taking it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a big concern with everybody is CBD is just a placebo. Just a placebo. It's fucking stupid. It doesn't work. It just makes people think that they feel better. You figure out after 30 days of taking CBD, you figure out what it's doing for you when you stop taking it. I've been shoot 3 months ago when I went to my brother's Air Force graduation, Air Force boot camp graduation. I didn't take my salve with me. I was miserable, like miserable. We had to walk. You gotta walk everywhere on a military base. I mean, you gotta walk everywhere.
So does that in turn mean that there's a dependency
I don't believe.
on it?
I don't believe a dependency means you can't live without it. You literally cannot go through your day to day life without it. I think that if it had to create a dependency, I don't believe that it does. But if somebody's suffering from severe pain and this is helping them, this is doing it, I wouldn't call that a dependency if
Right.
they have to take it every morning. We got a guy that comes in here all the time who suffers from nerve pain in his lower back because one of his bones is actually growing into one of his nerves. And it's just a 7 on the pain scale. He's miserable. He had to have shots, those shots placed in his back for pain every month or so. I don't remember exactly what it is. I'm no doctor, like I said. But yeah, he runs in here and is screaming, CBD's changed my life. I don't have to, I don't have that 7 pain tolerance anymore. I've got it's a nothing. I can go to the grocery store and hang out with my kids and be a freaking dad. You know, I wouldn't sit here and call that a dependency. I think a dependency is more I cannot do something unless I have this, when in reality you don't need it.
Right.
I believe you can grow dependent on marijuana. Excuse me. I believe you can grow dependent on cannabis over a long period of time. You just don't want to do your regular day-to-day activities without that in your
And
body.
that's with the THC.
Exactly.
So basically, you're saying you can grow dependent on THC.
Right. I believe that you can. Not addictive, not addicted to THC, but I believe that you can grow dependent on it after long use, daily use for long periods of time. I think it's hard for people to stop using THC because they've become so accustomed to it being a part of their daily routine, their day-to-day lives.
Right.
You tell Snoop Dogg to stop smoking right now, he'd tell you that you're crazy until you get the fuck out. I mean,
Right.
He's not going to stop. Not because he's addicted to THC. He's just dependent.
Right.
Why bother stopping? Every morning you get up and you grab your wallet, your keys, and your phone. Well, you wouldn't stop grabbing your wallet, would you? So
right.
Why bother? It's a day-to-day. It's a daily recreation.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. You wake up every morning, you grab your keys, your
Yeah.
wallet, and your phone. You're not going to leave your phone.
Now all you got to do is grab your keys, your wallet, your phone, and your CBD salve, and you're solid.
Right.
You just have to make it a part of your day-to-day activity.
Right. Like brushing your teeth, or I know some people that that's what they put into their daily routine when they get up in the morning.
30 days to create a habit. 30 days, that's it.
I thought it was 21.
Is it 21?
I think it's 21.
Well, if I go 8 days more, I'm just seeding.
I think
Or
it's
9 days.
it's 21.
Yeah, whatever. If you can make it 30 days, you're solid.
Somebody find that out,
Yeah.
comment it in the link, or put a link in the comments.
Yeah,
and,
call us. We need to figure that out for sure.
let us know.
Yeah.
So we're here at Cannabis Pharmacy. I guess we could say that they are a sponsor. This is pretty much who we'll be talking about as far as CBD goes all the time. Each episode, we will do a new product that we will do a product demo, um, and we'll explain what each product does. If we did them all right now, it'd be a 24-hour show.
Your fucking days.
So if you're interested in CBD and you want to get CBD products, you can get CBD products from Cannabis Pharmacy at our website. It is cannabispharmacy.com.
With an F.
Cannabis Pharmacy with an F.com. You can also go on our Facebook page, Instagram. Everything is Cannabis Pharmacy.
Oh, sorry. 1 second. Joe Rogan? Yeah, what's up? Oh, you want to come on the show? Oh, okay, cool. All right, we'll talk about it next week. All right, later.
Full disclosure, that was not Joe Rogan.
No, it was. Oh, it was Joe
so
Rogan.
we don't
It was
need
Joe
somebody
Rogan.
going to Joe Rogan
No, it was
and
Hey,
being
Joe.
like, hey,
Big
you're
fan.
going to be
I know
on
you
the
are.
show.
Hey, we'll have you on next week. Okay.
We're located in West Columbia, South Carolina. So if you are local and you are a CBD user and you want to come on the show, we would love to have you on the show. You can promote your business, also talk about CBD, what it has done for you, how you benefit from it, and just sit here and shoot the shit with us. So that's pretty much it on CBD. Tell us a little bit about you, Ethan.
Me?
So you were a Marine.
Ethan James Gardner. I'm there's no such thing as a former Marine. Marines get really upset.
No, I know.
Marines get really upset.
I know.
I'm not that guy.
I didn't mean
I'm
to,
not that guy.
to put
Don't
it
worry.
that way.
I'm not that guy.
You
Marines,
were an active duty.
Yeah. Marines
You're
get really
former
upset.
active duty Marine.
Marines get super upset
I know.
about it because
Trust me,
they're
I know.
super proud of it. There's, it's a thing that not a whole lot of people have done. I think the statistic is that less than 1% of America is or has earned the title of United States Marine. So it's kind of like it's almost more of a fraternal organization than it is a military organization.
I was this close.
Oh, really?
To going right before 9/11.
Oh, really?
So
That would have been a
I'm
great time.
much older than this young man
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Though I don't look it.
Oh, so
I
handsome.
just turned 39 on the 2nd. So, and this young man is 22.
I'm 26, bro.
Oh, 26.
You just think I'm a kid. You just
Yeah, they never know the songs that are playing.
Ty's always trying to test the young people at the shop on music that's playing. So what was playing the other day? That country singer, Bob. Oh no, was it Bob Dylan that was playing? It wasn't Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan's not a country singer.
Yeah, I know Bob Dylan's not a country singer. That's it. Joe Dippy. Joe Dippy was playing, and Ty's all like, "Well, I bet you guys don't know who's playing this." And I just threw something out there because I actually didn't know who it was. I was like, "It's Joe Dippy. Shut up." And he's like, "Oh, okay, sorry." Got him. Get him one time, and now Ty doesn't ask me who plays the song anymore because I got one right.
So anyway, I was this close to going to the Marines. I was 19, father, married. I had my first child at 18, and then I had twins on the way right after that. And I was just a kid, didn't know what to do, And so somebody said, well, you should go to the Marines. And my mother-in-law had a friend who was married to a recruiter. They had twins. They had been in it for a long time. And so my whole purpose of it was going to be just for the financial and medical benefits.
Oh, yeah.
Of it. So I went to the recruiter. I got the whole spiel. I got taken out to lunch. I got the whole thing. And then he sat me down, and I watched the video.
Oh,
I watched the video.
what video?
Is it Hell Week or what's
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. They made you watch the Crucible video.
Yeah.
I already show you that. It's a
I
bad
don't
recruiter.
know. And for those
Bad
of you that
recruiter.
don't know me, I am not a um, physically active working kind of person. I like to sit at a desk and tinker at a keyboard. I like to play some sports here and there, and
Uh-huh.
um, but I'm not somebody that likes to. I don't know that I've ever been in an actual fight in my life.
I've been in a couple, but they
I
haven't turned out
don't.
really well for me.
I don't get into that whole confrontation kind of thing, and so I see this video of
Peace,
this
love, and
guy.
happiness, man.
I see this video of this guy yelling at people constantly and all the physical activity, and I was like, I'm out.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Thankful that I did, though. I mean,
Mhm.
appreciate the service that everybody's done, but I mean, it was right before 9/11, probably
Yeah,
a
that would.
year before
Oh man, that would have been.
9/11. So I would have been,
Yeah, you would
I
have
would
been
have
somewhere
been
you did
shipped
not want
off,
to be.
and yeah,
Yeah.
I might not have made it back.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
that's crazy.
So
So yeah, so nobody asked. Didn't get to shoot people. Haven't killed anybody. Every Marine gets asked that question, and we just get so annoyed by it. Didn't shoot anybody. Didn't go to Iraq or Afghanistan. But I served from 2011 2015. I was in the infantry, and that's where my awesome knee and ankle problems came from. It's fantastic. Uh, but yeah, I did the Marines 2011 2015, and then I got out. Was lucky enough to buy a house really young at 22. Started using my GI benefits to go to school full time, and that's what I'm in right now. I'm in school, working cannabis pharmacy, and I also work at a radio station downtown.
what's the radio station?
Oh, 94.3 The Dude.
And what do you do there?
I'm the host for the Soldier Salute. It is a veteran program where I bring on a vet or an active duty individual once a week, and then we have 7 talking points where we talk about their story or anything that they want to talk about, family, benefits to joining the military, and really just give them the spotlight in the community to get their story out there. It's a super fun job for me. I've met all kinds of people in all kinds of walks of life in the military that I never thought I would have the opportunity to meet. I think 2 weeks ago, I got to go see a gentleman who was in the Battle of the Bulge in World War II. Yes, Battle of the Bulge, World War II. I had a history fart for a moment.
Fact check that. Make sure he's
somebody
right.
fact check that. I don't think he would have been World War One because that's
Wow.
so long ago. And the Battle of the Bulge was more, World War One was like very trench warfare. World War Two wasn't as much trench warfare because we learned that was not a successful idea. But Battle of the Bulge, really famous battle where the Germans had surrounded the U.S. military in a bulge form. They were going to try to cut them off completely, and then surround them. This gentleman earned a Bronze Star for valor in that battle, and 2 weeks ago he was finally awarded that Bronze Star because of some really bad paperwork. So he waited 70 years for his Bronze Star, and I actually got to go watch him be awarded that. Once in a lifetime opportunity. Never going to see that again. Never going to see that again. So it was really cool. So yeah, I really enjoy that job. Ty, enough about me. I can yam on forever and ever. Why don't you tell all of these great people something about you? Tell us your
So,
story.
like I said, I'm 39 years old. I have 6 children. 3 of them have graduated high school and gone on. They're in college now. One is 11 or about to be 11, and then I have a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old, and they run my life. They are amazing but awful at
Yeah.
the same time.
I believe it.
I have a background in the restaurant business. I was in the restaurant business for almost 20 years, I guess, right after I got out of high school. Done everything from do dishes to cook to bartend to manage and serve and host, and open locations, all that kind of stuff. I'm a nerd, big nerd.
We're big Star Wars fans.
I have a
That's
whole
why.
sleeve of Star Wars
Yeah.
tattoos.
Walks in the door, I'm like, oh, we're not gonna get along. Big beard, tattoos, not my step. Is that a Star Wars sleeve? And we've been best friends ever since.
And I'm also, because I'm a nerd, I'm a techie, so I'm a gadget guy. I've got all kinds of different trinkets and gadgets, and I like my computers, and I like my Netflix, and I like all my programs and all that kind of stuff. I do photography, videography, graphic design, website development. Um,
We can talk about how uncomfortable these chairs are yet.
I think that they're really comfortable.
Whatever.
Maybe not the chair so much, but the couch, I could sleep on.
Well,
the
next
couch.
episode I'll switch up my positioning. Anyway.
Um, and I got into this CBD business, and now I'm learning about that. I'd like to think of myself as a jack of all trades, master of none. I like to know this much about this much, so that I can jump into any conversation. One of the perks of being a bartender is you learn
Oh yeah.
how to really converse with people and all that kind of stuff. I'm a little bit of a shoe fanatic. I have.
What are you wearing today? What's up?
Uh,
What you wearing
well,
today?
I have like 65 pairs of tennis shoes.
Jesus.
Today, these are a very special shoe to me.
Ooh.
So this shoe right here is the Charles Barkley Nike Air Max.
Ooh.
These are a remake. They came out in, let's see,
Dope.
I was in 8th grade, and I got these shoes, and they were my first like real pair of nice shoes. Now, growing up, before 8th grade, I had good shoes for sports. They weren't the greatest shoes. My parents didn't have a lot of money, so you know, whenever my buddies were all out getting Jordans and all that kind of stuff, I didn't. LA Gear was a good one for me. Avia. Um, I remember in track, I woke up one morning and had a nice, real brand new pair of Adidas track spikes.
Oh.
So that was pretty cool. So then I moved to Texas, and I got Charles Barkley's shoes. Right, Charles Barkley was my favorite basketball player of all time. I modeled my game after his, and so I played ball in them. It's a funny story. So after basketball season was done, the summer came around, and I was wearing the shoes, and I don't know if I got them wet or dirty or what, but my stepmom made me put them outside, leave them outside. So I left them out by the front door, and I come back out one day, and one shoe was gone. Just one. Somebody took one of my shoes. Who does that?
Somebody who had the others.
Somebody really just wanted to make me upset, I guess. So,
Somebody who had the other one.
so being the shoe collector and sneakerhead that I am, I really wanted these to be re-released.
Right.
They came out in November, I think, of last year, October, November, something like that. And my wife was kind enough to buy these for me for Christmas, and these shoes have a real emotional attachment to me because, like I said, they were my first awesome, at the time, awesome pair of tennis shoes, and then the story behind them. So yeah, I got the big beard. One of these days, Ethan's going to try to grow a beard. He has to hit puberty.
It's gonna come in great. I actually grow a what's it called? The Amish beard. It's just an underbeard.
The Joe Dirt.
Yeah, the Joe Dirt. I don't grow any hair on the side of my face, and it really pisses me off. I grow a wicked mustache though. My girlfriend won't let me do it though. Last time I did it, I was single, and I was single for
You should rub
really.
CBD salve on your face. That's what I rub. I rub CBD salve in my beard.
Are you serious?
I do. I have a 30-minute beard regimen in the morning.
What?
Absolutely.
30 minutes?
Feel how soft this is. Feel that.
Holy shit. God, I could sleep in it.
I mean, I have 3 different salves, oils. I use a keratin beard wash every 3 days. I have all kinds of stuff. Beard maintenance is a huge thing. It's
Whoa.
a huge thing if you can grow one.
Well, yeah, if you can grow one. You know, I see everywhere, like on Facebook, on TV, radio, everywhere. That's like a big thing now, right? It's like
Well, yeah. So
it always has
it
been.
used to mean from what I can tell, I mean, it used to mean that you were an adult if you had a beard,
Yeah,
right? That was the thing.
you were a
And
man's man.
then it was all like millennials
Right.
and hipsters, right? They would grow the beard, but they couldn't really grow good beards. It was
Yeah.
all like that kind of, half beards, or they just they didn't shave for a few days.
Right.
But now it's part of, it's become it's a huge culture.
Mm-hmm.
There's a huge culture of beards,
Okay.
and guys like me, I'm not. It fits in my persona. I mean, I have the dad bod. I don't go to the gym,
Perfect.
but I'm not like overweight. I just it fits me.
Yeah.
Plus when I shave, my face looks really fat, and I don't like that. I like to cover it up. Um, I've had a goatee ever since I was 14, I think. I've had a goatee,
Oh,
at
nice.
least. I never had the beard because I never pushed myself. So when you grow a beard, you get to a certain point where it becomes super itchy
Right.
and annoying.
That's the worst
And
part.
so that's where the maintenance comes into play. You put the oils and the saps and
Right.
the special wash. You don't use shampoo and conditioner. You have to get a special beard wash for it. And then once you get, then that helps you to get past the itchiness.
That
And
can't that's not like the cure all for it, right?
it is. It
Really?
really is the
So
maintenance.
you don't have to like grit through like a little bit of it. It's just
No,
good.
if you take care of it properly. For me, now there's some people that like my brother. Like my brother could shave in the morning and look like this in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
he just it goes super fast. For me, it took about 90 days to get to a super full
Mm-hmm.
beard, and that's no shaving, nothing, no trimming, nothing, just maintenance on it with the beard care for 90 days. And then this is I don't know, this is probably 6 months growth, but I can't get it to go any further than this. I want it to get. I want like another couple of inches. I want it down to here, and I
Hey.
want the whole thing. I want that Duck Dynasty. I want this.
Oh yeah.
I want
Oh
this
yeah.
to get there, but it just doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't go.
Hey, 2 inches never hurt nobody. In every aspect of life.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's good for today.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button below. Comment. Let us know what you think. Hit us up if you have any questions on CBD. Hit us up if you got anything you want us to review, anything you want us to talk about. I'm a big TV watcher, so we're gonna pick a show,
Oh.
probably an odd show that America watches, and we're gonna watch it every week here pretty soon when they start coming out. All the new shows will be coming back out, and we'll start reviewing all of those and talking about everything on there. I'm excited though. I think we're gonna do some really fun stuff.
I'm stoked too. I think it's
So.
gonna be loads of fun. It's only gonna get more and more fun. It's only gonna get more and more informative. We're just gonna have a good time. It's just gonna be a good time.
Yeah, I think
Great.
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
Take care, guys.